let's just say 2 and 2. Now see, this is where this header one comes in use. We can see that right here it's 1 too big, so we can just change the map height right here and change dimensions. Now, oh wait, we gotta change the width too. Okay, how about we make this 14 and 12. Now note that when you edit, it always shrinks it from the right and from the bottom. So just make note of that beforehand. Okay, so now we've got this border here. Let's start by making a door, or your doorway. So you can notice what tiles I'm using. And helpful tips right here. Right click selects the tool or the tile that you've selected. So if I right click on this one down here, it selects it over here. Yeah. And another helpful tool is the center mouse button. So let's say, for example, we have a random tile and it's all messed up right here. Well, you can right click and then press the center mouse button and it'll get rid of all of those that are grouped together. Now we've got our doorway. Let's establish our dimensions as I said before, and by that I mean make your wall. Otherwise it'll look like a very bland 2D map, and we try to make this look 3D here, or as close as we can. So you've got your wall and it still looks kind of flat, so you want to add shadows. It'll make it look more realistic. And then after this you can start by building your house, or room in this case. I suggest first that you start with what's going to be on the wall, because then you can add stuff in, take stuff out later on. And I think it's important that you take into consideration what's going to be in an actual house, you know, a sink, refrigerator, etc. So now we've got this going on, and we've made a sink. Let's put a bookcase in right here. Oh, and make sure that whenever you add things onto your wall, do not take up every tile, meaning make sure that there is free space, so it doesn't look cluttered, because in actuality it looks abnormal when you have a very filled up wall. So right here we've got bookcase, sink, and how about we add a television, TV, and then we'll call it good. Alright, so now you've got the wall of your house done, and now let's start by moving in to the interior. So let's start by creating a rug. Can be however length you want. And make sure to take note that you want everything to look natural. So for example, let's see, hold on for a second. For example, you do not want to put this chair over here. As you can see, the background's screwed up. Yeah, it would just look unnatural and very unprofessional. But you can use these over here, put 2 chairs here, make a table. You know, this could be considered a dining room table, albeit small. And you don't always have to fill up all the seats. Personally, I prefer alternating and having it one on top, one on the bottom. But that's my personal preference. I should not be able to influence you guys. And always, what's a Pokemon house without plants? you just, I'm serious, you don't see a house that has no plants. It's just unheard of. But you guys can be different and make no plants. Yeah, and that's about it. We have a really basic house, and you guys kind of know how to map now. I'm going to be going in depth more in the later videos, but that's pretty much it. So, you guys made your first map. Now you gotta know, what are you going to do with it? Well, you want to save it, of course. So, why don't we go save this? And here's the thing. I recommend going to map and save map as, save it to your desktop, whatever. I prefer making a folder of all the maps I make, just so I have everything all stored and grouped together in one location. So I'll just save it as desktop for now. I'll save it just as my map, and you see right here is a .map file, and that's what you need. Now, as you can see right here, it saves as to the map and an event log file, and you need both of these. I would just say grouped into one folder, and I recommend this because when I edit things, if I screw up, I can always come back to this original map and I can reload it again. And yeah, that's pretty much all this is for the tutorial, or the beginning tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll cover more in-depth things next time. Yeah.